That was terrible. How did I miss my own hands? Hey guys, welcome back to Once Over Wrestling. My name is Doc. This is my wife, Kaz, and we're back to give a once-over to 205 Live and NXT. But before we get to it, if you guys could hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification button to let you know when we upload new videos, and hit the share button and share this video with your friends. Man, the cat is down here and just throwing off my groove. No! So anyways, that was really all I wanted to say. Kaz?
Yep. What's up?
Should we talk about 205 Live?
Let's talk.
So where do we start?
We start with Mustafa Ali versus Arya Daivari.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was fine. It was slow to me. It was
Arya Daivari has a style that sort of slows things down. So
Yeah.
I could see why that might be.
Yeah, and there was lots of oversell from Arya Daivari. Lots of getting a little shove, but slamming himself into the turnbuckle and that sort of thing. So Mustafa Ali won that match
With the 054?
The 054.
Nice.
That's right. And then we have a little backstage segment with Drake Maverick. He's talking about Buddy Murphy was set to wrestle Cedric at the Greatest Royal Rumble, but he didn't make weight.
He missed weight. He's having a hard time staying around 205. Staying under 205.
Yeah, he was 207.5. So he can no longer wrestle at that match. And so next week, there will be a gauntlet match to determine who will face Cedric Alexander.
You have any favorites?
Oh, you put me on the spot again.
I mean, if Cedric Alexander is going to wrestle one person, who do you hope that it is?
I hope it is a Lucha because they flip and fly all over the place. I don't care which one.
Kalisto.
Kalisto would be great. I like Kalisto.
Grand Metalik.
Or Lindsay Dorado. I'd take any of them. I don't really think that's what's going to happen, but I would like it.
I would like it if it was Grand Metalik. I need more Grand Metalik in my life.
He's good. So we will see who goes to the Greatest Royal Rumble next week, I believe.
Sweet.
We had a match it was Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick versus some guys.
This is Brian Kendrick's first match back after his broken orbital bone socket.
Yeah. I believe the guys' names were Vinny and Kevin.
Okay.
I think I picked up
Enhancement talent.
Yeah, that's what they were. It lasted longer than I expected it to, though.
Oh.
It was Brian Kendrick. The Brian Kendrick got the win.
With the fisherman's hook?
They
or
called
the
it a captain's hook.
Captain's hook, I mean.
Yes, that's exactly how he won. Then we have a backstage segment with Mustafa Ali talking to Dasha about Buddy Murphy. And now Mustafa Ali has an opportunity to go to the Greatest Royal Rumble, so he's going to take this chance and run with it.
Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, Mustafa Ali is probably going to be the one. Do you think they'll have a rematch said in Mustafa at the Greatest Royal Rumble?
I wouldn't be surprised. A little backstage segment with Drew Gulak talking about he brought up Tony Nese, but he's not focusing on Tony Nese anymore. He's now focusing his efforts on the gauntlet match to go to the Greatest Royal Rumble. So then we had the match.
The main event.
The main event.
Tornado tag match. Grand Metalik, Lindsay Dorado versus Akira Tozawa and Hideo Itami. Slow match to begin with.
Yes, it was. It was slow. So much of this episode, even in the Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick match, was a lot of this too. It was a lot of doing something and then kind of slowly meandering around the ring, and then doing something and then slowly meandering around.
But we have Grand Metalik and Lindsay Dorado in the match, so it's got to pick up steam at some point, which it did.
It did, finally.
Grand Metalik busted that match open and hit some fun moves. They had a couple of moves that they did at the same time, backflips off of the top rope outside of the ring. Good stuff.
Yes, it finally, about halfway through, got interesting.
Yeah. But then the finisher was Grand Metalik did the rope walk elbow and the what does he call it? Oh man, I can't remember Lindsay Dorado's what he calls his finisher. But anyways, they hit him at the same time.
At the same time because Akira Tozawa had accidentally kicked Hideo Itami in the face.
Yep.
by mistake. So that kind of set them up for the win.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and
ended up
then
being a really good match.
it did. And then they had a lucha house party. Is that what it's called?
With
Kalisto.
Kalisto doing the
flosser.
The flosser.
It was pretty
We
good.
see you. We see you, dog. We see you.
That's right.
How many pancakes are you gonna give it?
Ugh.
Give it some pancakes.
I'm
One
gonna-
pancake? 1.5 pancakes.
I'll give it 1.5
Or
pancakes.
one pancake with syrup.
One pancake with syrup. Because it ended well, but oh my gosh, I just couldn't with this episode.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't know that I can give it a pancake rating because I missed about half the show.
You missed a lot of just standing around.
Yeah. So the last match was good.
It was.
I liked it.
It was.
But,
And that's where the 1.5 pancakes come from.
Yeah, just that one match. Well, there you go.
That wraps up 205 Live.
Should we talk about that
there
little
it
show?
is. There's NXT. Yes, let's do it. Johnny Wrestling is back. He starts off in the ring. Candace is with him. He's talking about being back.
Yep.
Right?
And she talks about how, or he says they have one last piece of unfinished business, and that is Zelina Vega and all the headaches that she caused them. And Candace takes the mic from him and says that she's going to wrestle Zelina Vega. That's going to be our main event.
That happens later on.
Female, two women wrestling in the main event on NXT. It's groundbreaking.
We then had a match between Ricochet and Fabian Eichner.
Oh man, Ricochet is so darn good.
Abs.
Abs.
Yeah, he's really fun to watch.
He's got abs on abs on abs on abs.
He does. He really does. He doesn't have a 6-pack. He's got like a 12-pack.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But he's fun to watch because of all his flips and
Yep. He's a legit superstar.
kicks. I mean, he's who I want to wrestle Cedric Alexander.
Yeah, I want to see. I see. The thing is I don't want to see him get called up to 205 Live. I want to see him on like the main roster. I
main
want to
event.
see him wrestle Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, all those guys.
Yeah, I agree. He wins the match.
Yeah, with his.
Oh.
How many? How
It
many
was
flips
like
was it?
2.5 rotations off
Into a
the,
senton.
Yeah,
off the top
it
rope.
was impressive.
Yeah, he's an impressive dude.
Yeah. There was a match following with War Raiders. We'll call them War Machine tonight.
I reject the War Raiders name.
They wrestled a couple guys from the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, JC Chazé and
JC and Chris.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. Their names were JC and Chris.
Yeah. They were wearing like black jeans and
white t-shirts.
T-shirts. They looked like they were greasers from
I was
the 50s.
going to say they looked like greasers.
They got the stuffing beat out of them.
They got demolished.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. I got to say, and this I know this because I've watched him wrestle in New Japan, but Hansen, for being 300 and some odd pounds, he can do a pretty sick cartwheel. Respect.
Yeah. There was a little backstage segment with Shayna Baszler talking about how she was supposed to be at a meeting, but she was running late. She could be late because she's Shayna Baszler, and she
Yeah.
goes into the locker room and she's being really bossy and stuff. And
New
she,
champions, am
she,
I right?
She peels Ember Moon's name off of the locker, and I don't know. I didn't care for it, honestly, but whatever. And then there was another. Kona Reeves is
Kona
returning in
Reeves.
2 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
finest.
he was-
He's got the finest of everything.
It looks like they're starting to kind of give him a bit of a push. He's been mostly enhancement talent up until recently.
We had the Lars Sullivan Killian Dane match.
Yes, that match was crazy.
It was a no DQ, anything goes match.
Yeah, so not early, but about halfway through, Killian Dane gets his nose busted open and he's just leaking blood everywhere. And yeah, there were some cool chair spots and stuff like that. But Lars Sullivan was able to hit the freak accident onto two chairs on the mat and get the pin on Killian Dane. Mm-hmm. That's because he's getting a call up.
That's because he's not going to be in NXT no more.
Yeah.
there was an Undisputed Era video package.
Yeah, the Undisputed Era video package. They're essentially just kind of meandering into a photo shoot, and Roddy is there. Roderick Strong is there holding one of the tag belts. And Adam Cole, I think, makes a comment that was like, I just didn't know that we were going to look so good holding these belts. That's pretty cool. And then the main event.
Main events, Candace wrestling Zelina Vega.
Yeah. This was a pretty fun match. Candace wrestling, I'm sorry. That's her. Johnny Gargano in the first segment called her Candace wrestling, and
makes sense.
The whole crowd now is calling her Candace wrestling. She wins with Johnny's move, the Gargano escape, and taps out Zelina Vega. Zelina and Andrade, because Andrade had come out in the middle of the match and sort of got the distraction, and it gave Zelina Vega some space to work, and she had the upper hand for a little bit. But Johnny came out to ringside as well, and so yeah. Anyways, after the match, Zelina Vega and Andrade Almas ride off into the sunset. Johnny challenges Aleister Black for the NXT title, and Aleister Black comes out and says, as only Aleister Black can, if you want it, you shall have it.
So there will be a match next week.
Okay. So yeah, how many pancakes are you gonna give it?
More than 205 Live. I give it like 4.
Yeah, I was gonna give it 4 pancakes, maybe 4 pancakes with syrup. I thought it was really good.
It was good.
Good matches. So if you are a person who normally doesn't check out 205 Live and NXT, you could probably skip this week's 205 Live, but don't skip NXT. At least watch the highlights, because it's pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Like I said, if you guys could hit the subscribe button, the like button, the notification button to let you know when we upload new videos, and the share button, share it with your friends. And join us again for our Friday 4, where each of us picks our 2 favorite things from this week's worth of wrestling, and we talk about that. So yeah, unless you have anything else?
Nope.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.